hello everybody. Thank you for joining in this online info session. Let's give us about another minute so we can start, so some people can come on board. It's really great that you're interested in how to drive the future and joining in here this online info session of KIT and HECTOR School. So yeah, then a welcome from my side as well. In the meantime, while some people are getting in here on board, my name is Martina Waldner. I'm in the sales and marketing department here of HECTOR School. I'm senior program consultant for many years now. And I'm very happy that with me here is Professor Eric Sachs. And thank you for joining in. And please just a few words on yourself.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here together with you in the evening here in Germany. My name is Eric Sachs. I'm head of an institute at KIT, the famous university in the southern part of Germany. I'm heading the Institute of Information Technology. And in addition, I'm director of the master program of HECTOR School, Mobility Systems Engineering and Management. And I've stayed for long term in the industry until the end of 2014. I was responsible for the electronic engineering at Daimler buses worldwide. But Martina, what is that all about today?
Yeah, today it's really about driving the future, and we want to give you some insights into our part-time executive master program, Mobility Systems Engineering and Management. And this one here is hosted by HECTOR School. HECTOR School is the technology business school of the KIT, and what we really offer here is like a technology transfer out from professors like Professor Sachs and many others here into our master programs. We are very international and therefore really enable you for a national or international career. And there are many paths to follow after here on, as KIT really offers great opportunities. KIT is strongly focusing on all energy, information and mobility, and that's also a reason why we are here, and receives a great national and international recognition. Of course, KIT is one of Germany's 9 excellence universities. It's #1 in the aspect to employability. So if you are a KIT graduate and you are applying to a job, you can be sure your application will always be like on the top of the stack. And next to that, internationally, we are in the top 8% universities worldwide. I think that's quite great. And but now also Professor Sachs, can you please let me know, many people in the audience already know you. Quite often when I hear a podcast or when I open a newspaper, there's always something about you. So what are the topics? Why are people getting in touch with you?
Yeah, so I'm careful with that. Don't you think you're exaggerating a little bit? But anyway, we have some hot topics, especially in the area of mobility. In the area of mobility, we see changes that we've never seen before the last 100 years. And to show some examples, we have this hyper topic of automated driving right now. And we have, in addition, all the electrification that is due to the fact that we want to get rid of combustion engines, and electric drivetrains are door opener because everything in a vehicle is electrified. And furthermore, we have a new level of mobility that is opened by vehicle to vehicle, vehicle to infrastructure communication. So the system car vehicle is opening now, and communication with anything else is realized. And this is done by telecommunication that leads to always on. You can have all the internet facilities in a vehicle right now, and that leads to a fact that is very important to my knowledge and my experience. And the claim is systems integration and putting the things together replaces the pure component engineering. Do not integrate simple and single components anymore, but you have to orchestrate that vehicle with other vehicles as a whole. And therefore, it's very important to talk about data analytics.
Okay, yeah.
Big data challenges. We talk about integrated AI. Everybody's talking about AI. And of course, vehicles will use that, for example, for automated driving, for example, for predictive diagnosis, and therefore it's needed in order to re-engineer the already existing functions and add them with new functionalities. Data driving, the systems engineering approach is the hot topic. And in order to realize that, you need architectures that are not anymore put together one ECU, electronic control unit, by another, but is a level of abstraction above that all, that is realizing zone architectures, is realizing domain architectures, and get rid of the more or less old-fashioned signal orientation. Safety and security, of course, becomes a major topic. The moment you open the vehicle, you have to be aware of intrusion, of anomalies, things that you can't foresee. And in the end, we have verification and validation. Very often we forget that. Then we have showcases, for example, for automated driving. Showcases, we have enough. In 2016 already we had the future bus. In 2013 we already had the Benz drive. But now we have consolidation of these topics. We have to get out of this valley of tears with your help, of course, because in the end it's all about methods and tools and things like that. Finally, continuous integration. And the point is that we have to put that together, as I said, and we have to build a seamless process, and we try to visualize that. We try to visualize that from the beginning, because I do not want to have a war between V-model and agile and other approaches. We want to show you that in the end, it's a kind of continuous integration, the mobility systems engineering, and it never stops. That is shown by these loops. It never stops. We have over-the-air communication. We have the satellite aspect, and it's a continuous improvement and does not end anymore at the end of 60 months, 48 months, whatever. This is a software-dominated area, and this is always going on. Yeah, but what are the consequences then for us? How can we put that new ideas into something that we call a program, a master program, for example?
Yeah, there are definitely many challenges for everybody working in the automotive, in the mobility industry. And therefore, I think this is really a great opportunity that we designed a master's program that is closing here many gaps, many interests, opening up visions and giving more agility to really obtain here the next level. So and this is why we want to give you the opportunity to move you towards to a prime mover and explain our masters in mobility systems engineering and management to you. So in this master's program, you receive a training in technology, plus on top also on the management content. And for the management content, this will really also put you on another level. This will broaden your view for daily tasks, for projects to follow up, and really increase the responsibility in the team. And here in this master's program, then you will get the data science know-how and marketing information. You will have insights in finance. You will learn how to make decisions and how to calculate risk and get this on here. And of course, what's really cool about it, you will also get to will be in an international, in an international module.
Do you know one point? I think you have to share the PowerPoint.
Oh, that's very good. So from what we see here, it seems like we are already sharing. But so yeah, great. Yeah. So now it will be even more interesting as we are having here also some slides on top of that. Yeah, so what's really cool about this international module we are having here on corporate innovation and entrepreneurship. And here you will be in Barcelona in Spain at the ESADE Business School to also have some more international content in the broader view in the field of mobility and many others. So, Professor Sachs, but now I would like to ask you some more background on everything that is around the engineering content here of the masters.
Yeah, as I already pointed out, it's a seamless engineering process, starting from new ideas on a requirements level, and afterwards putting that together in a system design. And this is what you see on the left upper part. This is already engineering module 1 and 2, so that you learn all about the processes, methods, and tools used in automotive industry, especially in systems engineering. You learn about unified modeling language, about requirements management tools, and how you design a system, the architectural level, as already mentioned, the functional level, the feature level. How can you use model-based systems engineering in order to get to that point where you designed your overall system? And then this is a, might say, a funny thing, but it's really a nice feature of our program that you then have the opportunity to split. You can say on the one hand, I want to focus, and this is symbolized here on this chart with the left side functions of advanced driver assistance system. And on the other hand, you can focus and concentrate on e-mobility. This is an alternative branch, and in the end, it is combined again, where we stay on a higher level of an integration. On systems level, we do validation and verification. So this program of the engineering modules is more or less oriented towards a V model, a process of product engineering, of smart systems engineering, starting from processes, ideas, finally ending in testing with the two alternatives of advanced driver assistance systems and e-mobility. And on the other hand, we have the management modules that you already pointed out to a certain extent, that have in parallel gives you the chance for your career to have in addition the economic aspects of what you're doing, because all you know out there in your company that it's not only the creativity that drives the company, it's as well the management of finance, the management of partners, of organizations, and this is reflected in the modules of the management. Yeah, we already talked about the international module, but Ms. Waldner, one question. Now we've seen this overview. You are in tight contact to alumni of the HECTOR School. Maybe you can give us some experiences they made or you made in talks in alumni meetings. What is the outcome? Where are they now?
Yeah, so it's quite a variety of jobs what they are, from the development engineer to people now having a global responsibility for certain products. It's people being in, like, for example, like in, parking camera system is, battery is always a thing. We have one of our guys, he's manager, also responsible for the global project manager in the fuel cell powertrain. Quite interesting to see how this is handled all over the world on an international aspect. Then it's also people being more in the product strategy and influencing the portfolio and seeing how this is done in various cars in their architectures. Some people working for OEMs, some people working for startups, some people having an international career, then maybe coming back for a few years, after a few years, and then pursuing here continuously their career on. It's really a big variety. And what I also want to put on again, what you just mentioned, it's like the need for the management training. This is also the feedback what I get from companies we are cooperating with, that they really appreciate that the people are being trained in both ways, because it really contributes to the success of the project of the company, with all also taking on the customer or the colleague view and delivering here great results. And plus, a reason why this is happening is also because we're having, it's a very practical approach here at KIT and HECTOR School in our Master Mobility Systems, as there are quite many case studies that you offer during the part-time study. So, Professor Sachs, please.
Although you've already heard that we are an excellent university and academia is on top of that, of course, we try to show you the practical usage of things that you are doing. And in an engineering module of 2 weeks, we always try to put some practical part in that. As an example, you see here that students of HECTOR School, participants in the program, programmed their own Segway. So they really put the code together and afterwards have to drive their own code or the code of the competitive team or something, or sometimes even the lecturer have to use that. And it's real fun doing that practical part, but it's not an independent approach. It's really combined to the lectures, but it's the pure usage of what you've learned before. And the next part shows that the next slide shows that we have as well tools in use. We have vehicle in the loop equipment where some of our partners, such as IPG here in Karlsruhe or other companies, show how you can integrate testing facilities, even in a vehicle called vehicle in the loop here, use tools such as CarMaker or Carla or things that you know from your daily business or will get to learn more about in your daily business can here be used in a practical usage with tutors and guidance so that you in the end, in the evening, have a nice result and have a condensed way of engineering in a case study. I think this is a great advantage that we mix that and we have the facilities of KIT. Yeah. This is an advantage. We are 10 minutes walk away from each other. My institute is 10 minutes walk away. So we can share the facilities and use everything that is available at the KIT.
Yeah, Karlsruhe is the test region for autonomous driving. It has a field, especially for that big here also on the campus east of KIT. So we are really participating here on the great opportunities this huge university has with their manifold on research facilities, so the people can really get a hands-on experience. And so we do in our master and in the other master, I have to say, really a type of a cherry picking that we are seeing what's really hot for industry, what you can use in your daily work and what's really exciting and bringing you forward and adding this on here to an exciting curriculum to bring you to the next level. But yeah, but you probably would also like to see how is this done in real life? How does this module plan look? How do I go from my bachelor or from my diploma towards the master? Or we even have some people already having a PhD, but saying after a few years, well, there are 20 or 25 years left of a great career. I want to hop on and really get myself to a new level and open up for new careers. Yeah, so one opportunity is, so we start every October with our modules, and that you can see here, the first module is like a management module. Then there's a 4-week time frame of a break where you can fully concentrate on your work, and then the next module comes. Then there's a 6-week break, and in this sequence of a time frame of 15 months, you are pursuing here your master's, you're doing the 10 modules. But it's also possible to stretch it out for 1 more year, to do it the module time frame in 27 months. Or we are very flexible to do this on an individual scheduling, and happy to consult you here. Probably important for you to know is that all the case studies, all the exams, all the studying, all lessons, all is done in the 2-week time period. So in between the modules, you can fully concentrate again on your job and don't have to do any homework, meetings in the evening for the master or things like this. So this is really a great way to manage here to be a mover in the automotive industry. Yeah, and I think another really great asset is, of course, the master thesis. Professor Sachs, I think you have been really here also driving the innovation potential, bringing it in the driver's seat, and with your support from your manifold support from your institute and your assistants, delivering here great results and it being really valuable for the companies behind the participants.
Yeah, the idea of the master thesis in HECTOR School is that it's like an innovation project in the company. So that in parallel to your daily work, you have 9 months, it's 3 months more than regularly for a master thesis. You have time to work something out on academic level that is beneficial for you, for the company and maybe as well for our academic world. And I had a wonderful talk in the afternoon with a colleague of Porsche, and he presented in the interior systems engineering his results already after 6 months. And it was so nice to see how the topics of the lectures were used for the thesis, and his environment, his colleagues, his boss were very happy with the results. I'm as well. So this is really the story we want to tell with the thesis.
Yeah, that's great. And I really have to say the same thing, that the people are really flashed by what they are achieving in this time period and by the consultation. And it can be up to 2 different institutes from the KIT supporting here. It's really worth spending the money and the time on the master, even just for the master thesis for this opportunity. Yeah, and here, so let's have at the current key facts we are having here. So I said the duration can be 20 months, but it can be extended, and we have those 10 modules. And the tuition fee in total for this master program is 30,000 euro. And you're going to graduate with a 90 ECTS Master of Science awarded from KIT. So HECTOR School, we are the service institution here, but the degree is from KIT. So yes, we start in every October. If you would like to start this year, yeah, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. So we will also get you on board. I can promise that. So yes, of course, we are accredited, and now I also want to encourage you to type in questions. We are also very happy here today to answer your questions, whatever is it on the operational task of this master, or if it's about some more insights, if you have some technical issues you would like to tackle here with Professor Sachs and use this opportunity. And so yeah, feel free to type them into the chat, so that we can really make this a learning curve for you here. So for sure, it's interesting for you to hear what actually do our alumni say. So for every 5 years, we do a big alumni survey and see how is their feedback, how they are happy with us, and what are the positive effects of the master on their career. And of course, we're very happy to see that how the positions rise, how the salary is moving up, and that they are really happy about the type of work they are doing. And it's so there are many aspects they are really saying, well, it's really great here in HECTOR School, and I think they really like this combination that theory and practice is quite connected, and that what they really learn here, that they can apply it directly into their job. And it's also often there you get like a basis on what a topic here that might have been not so interesting for you, but then you really see it in a bigger picture. You see the issue from a different perspective, and it makes it easier for you to dive more into it as you understand the total surroundings. And I think it's really very good that the professors here are very objective and nobody tries to sell you something. Is this correct or?
Right.
Correct. So sorry for this small joke here. And this is also, I think, nowadays even more valuable than ever, that you can also have a discussion about the issue you have at work and see how the professor would tackle that. And yeah, you might gonna meet your supplier, you might gonna meet your competitor, you might gonna meet your customer in the course, and they are all in part of your network. And we are very engaged here in the alumni network and hosting great events so people really get together and have time to exchange. This is another topic next to the content, is really the networking aspect here with the alumni, with the HECTOR School team, and with all the lecturers here at KIT.
Maybe I can add a few words about the teaching. And of course, our chat is open. We will answer everything that we get from you. But let me add, in normal, regular teaching at KIT, we have a situation where we present mainly. Of course, we have some practical aspects as well. But here at HECTOR School, you have the chance for exchange. You come in with experience, with concrete topics. You say, the state chart approach will never work for my problem. Then let's talk about your problem and check if another method might fit better than the state charts. Then look at at the sequence class or something. So this dialogue and this group, this learning group, and this housing here at International Department in the center of culture, this is a real benefit, and this makes it for us, the professors, beneficial to work with you together as well. Not only your side, it's really a win-win situation, because it's very important for us to learn about your challenges in your daily life. Do we have first questions?
Yes, we have some question. There was a question about the cost, and I think we answered that already. That is usually it's paid like in 4 installments. Each of them are 7,500 euro, and so this is accumulating up to the total fee of 30,000 euros. So this is the fee we are charging right now for this intake here. And so there was also a question if there are any scholarship options here. So at KIT and HECTOR School, we do not offer scholarships, but in combination with the German Engineering Association, there was a scholarship which was although closed in June, but it could be an option for next year again, that they offer a partial scholarship. It's not going to be a full scholarship, but it's going to be up to maybe about 20-30% of the studies that will be taken on by the German Engineering Association, by the so-called VDI, and offering here some support to students. And yes, it is the other question we were getting, if it's a presidential course, so if it's live teaching, as one of our participants here, or some are coming from Brazil. And I have to say, we have quite an amount of Brazilian, Mexican, people from South America who participated in this master program. And it is a live course, it's live teaching. We are very happy actually to teach live here all the time. It's really the best environment to learn. It's the time to ask questions. It's time,
May I just add, you said we have already experienced with people joining us from all over the world, and in the end, really this presidential presence here is one of our key facts and our promising point. And normally the attendees combine that with meetings in their maybe headquarters or plants of the company here in Europe, and it's a good thing to get support maybe from a worldwide, globally operating company that have maybe headquarters in Brazil, Argentina, Chile, or something, and then our experience is that finally it works out quite well.
Yeah, what I probably also would like to add here that's important, we also have our own dormitory. So if it's people traveling from longer distance and wanting to stay in Karlsruhe during the 2 weeks, which usually about most of the people are doing, we have our own dormitory. It's right in the international department where HECTOR School is located, and I'm now sharing one of my favorite pictures here with you, and I think it's also one of your favorite pictures.
Of course, my favorite. Just may I take that? Because here, that is my office. I hope you can see. Otherwise, I take the laser pointer. Here you can see this is my office, and we are right now here. And this is the very short walk through the garden of the palace. So very nice area to stay. And by the way, if you're familiar with soccer, here is the so-called Wildparkstadion that has been renovated with a famous football team, KSC.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say anything about the football or soccer team. I hope this is okay. But here you know where you find Professor Sachs. It's actually very close also to the physics building, and we here was like Alexander Gerst was doing his studies here. So you see we're very close to the campus south. Here is HECTOR School located, and it's not just that we're facing the castle on the one hand side. On the other side is Karlsruhe's main shopping, bar, restaurant, going out street here. So you're really right in the center. You actually, you don't need a car. You don't even need a bicycle. It's all in walking distance. And so Germany's highest port is here over towards the west. So one of my favorite pictures here, definitely giving you also an insight on where the location is. Great.
We have a new question.
Yes, so in my bachelor, I did not have any management lectures. Do I need any prior knowledge for management modules, give finance in this program? No, it is, there is no prior know-how necessary. You will be picked up at the level where you are, and things will be explained. And I often get the feedback that people quite impressed on what they learned, and they say that they are now can have a totally different view on the company, on the business strategy, if they are also have an understanding on how our numbers in a balance sheet, for example, are set together, or when stock exchange companies offering out their new publications, to have a read on that and understand it much better. Yes, and so I think one thing is also here, like in the application process, is also that we have to say that people always get an interview with you. So we are checking out your application. If you have a bachelor, what is your background? Your work experience is mandatory. You need you need to come from a university. You need to have an engineering background. And if you're all fulfilling those requirements, then you're going to have a personal consultation with Professor Sachs. And there he will also, I think, have a look on the background. So how is this usually done? The interviews with the participants?
There's no need to be afraid about that point. It's a real dialogue where I want to know a little bit about your experience in business, experience at academia, and try to find out if that fits for you. And of course, a dialogue opens the chance for your questions as well. And it takes half an hour or something. I like to write a little report about my impression. And honestly, I think 1 out of 50, I say it's better to have some more experience in a job, maybe come back in 2 years, 1 out of 50. So the moment you have an interview with me, it's not an exam, it's really a dialogue.
Yeah, and I have to say, then you passed my green scanning. So yeah, this is then probably also one thing to know. We are, first of all, if you want me to, I'm happy to have your CV check. I have a CV check, and then evaluate the options for the opportunity to start here in the KIT Master's Program. Yeah, and one thing I would like to add, because somebody was asking about scholarship and tuition fee. So we are a partner for many companies, and they using our master programs in the field of recruiting and retention, and also for requalification of their employees. And so, and offer them full or partial support of the participation here in the master's programs or of auto training. So from everybody here with HR or with management responsibility, this is also something to follow up on, and have this added here to the strategy to get good people, to keep good people, to provide further skills to your team, and here with this special training at KIT.
Yeah, we right now don't see any more questions. I would motivate you to ask, and I would like to summarize one very important thing. We are KIT, and finally you have a master degree of KIT, of the excellent University of KIT in the southern part of Germany. And this is not just another education program or something. It's the real master program, and this is our USP. Martina, what do you think?
Yeah. I think we are about to close the session. I also want to say thank you to everybody for participating here. And of course, if there are any questions, feel free to get in touch with us, connect with me via LinkedIn. And I hope to be in touch with many of you.
Will we share the slides afterwards or some key facts?
Yes, definitely. We will send on all the slides to you. Also feel free to share them. And again, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the evening, the morning, or wherever you are.
Bye-bye.